From the outside, the Cathedral Basilica of the Assumption is impressive, with a facade modeled after Notre Dame in Paris. But if you just drive by and never stop in, you're missing most of the majesty.
It's like walking into a slice of heaven every day.
The cathedral is a house of worship, but it's also a tourist attraction. Visitors are welcome each day of the week, whether they come to pray and meditate or to admire the art.
It almost shimmers in a way.
The cathedral historian says he hopes everyone feels the same wonder he felt the first time he walked in the doors.
There was a lot of space, a lot of light. It was very comforting, and it nurtures the spirit. And I don't think you have to be Catholic or necessarily Christian for that.
Construction on the cathedral began in 1894 to replace one that was too small to serve the region's growing Catholic population. Bishop Camillus Paul Maas oversaw the project and found wealthy donors, including a local distiller, to come up with the $150,000 needed to make it a reality. The bishop, who is entombed in a chapel near the sanctuary, made sure every feature of the cathedral had a spiritual purpose, from high ceilings to draw your eyes toward heaven, to 82 stained glass windows depicting events in the life of Christ.
You know, every detail here is artistic for a reason.
The windows were made in Germany in sections.
If you can imagine, they left Munich in a horse cart, horse-drawn cart, and then it got onto a train, got onto a boat, came across the ocean, got onto another train, and then finally went into a warehouse here and then got delivered.
This window is the one most people come to see. It is one of the largest stained glass windows in the world, 67 feet high and 24 feet wide. It depicts the 5th century Council of Ephesus, which declared Mary to be the Mother of God.
There is a piece of a wrist bone that came from the wrist of St. Paul himself.
The cathedral also has a collection of relics from saints, and each of the murals depicting the 14 stations of the cross contains more than 70,000 glass tiles. One thing you can't see right now are the 12 chimeras that sat on top of the cathedral for more than 100 years. Those grotesque figures, modeled after the ones at Notre Dame, were crumbling and had to come down. But they're being restored and will return someday. They'll reside side by side with the gargoyles that serve as downspouts, a touch of playfulness among the profoundness. The cathedral was dedicated in 1910, but is still considered to be a work in progress.
It's important that we have a place like this that does lift up our minds and hearts, that captures our senses.
Sometimes people, they just are in awe, but they stay a long time and they see everything that's here because everything is interesting.
In Covington, Marvin Bartlett with the Spirit of the Bluegrass.